Data Jockey, Machine Learning for Victorian Racing. Sunday 5 July 2026, Race 6 at Bendigo. Let us get going. Before the detail, the headline for Race 6 at Bendigo, 2 model selections. Da Nang Star is the place pick, top of the models list for this race. Bazaar is the same race multi-leg only, the top 4 selection, not a standalone place bet. That is the quick version, Da Nang Star for the place, multi combining both if you are after the longer odds. Stay with me though, because the model is seeing something worth unpacking in this field. Race 6 at Bendigo, 15 runners, and the top 3 pay a place dividend today. Now straight up, the model is sending a clear signal on this race. The top selection is not the market favorite. The model sees value the market is underpricing. That is exactly the scenario this model was designed to identify, where the data and the market are pointing in different directions. 2 selections from the model today. Place selection on pick 1, same race multi also available combining both selections. Worth saying again, not every race gets a tip. The model only fires when it genuinely sees value. No quota to fill, no pick just for the sake of it. Today it sees something real. Let us get into them. Quick context before the picks, since how this works matters for understanding what follows. The model driving these selections is machine learning based, trained on Victorian racing, and it never stops updating. Every race meeting adds to what it knows. That is different from a static system built once and forgotten, and it matters because racing patterns shift over time, season to season, even track condition to track condition. The real differentiator, though, is the target. Most tipping approaches chase the winner. This model chases place finishers instead, horses landing in the top positions, paying a place dividend. Different target, different method entirely. It is processing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: pace, distance, field makeup, historical patterns, how each runner matches today's specific rivals. All at once, in combinations that are well beyond what manual analysis can realistically track. The full methodology is linked in the description if you want to go deeper. Right now though, Race 6 is the focus, and the model has a strong view worth walking through. Let us get into it. Let us start with pick 1 for Race 6. Da Nang Star, the model's top selection, currently 3rd in the market. Not the favorite, nowhere near the headline of the betting market, just sitting at a price the model believes is significantly off. That is the whole story right there. A gap between what the market thinks and what the data is showing, and that gap is precisely what this model is built to find. Here is something worth being upfront about, because I think it builds trust rather than costing it. I cannot point to one tidy reason the model has landed on Da Nang Star. That is not how it operates. It is not running on a single insight like track preference or distance record, the kind of single-factor reasoning that most form analysis relies on. Instead, it is working through dozens of variables at the same time. Track conditions, distance, field size, who else is in this race, historical patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of it considered together, picking up on relationships a person scanning a form guide would simply never catch. That is the whole point of building it this way. If it could be boiled down to one sentence, there would be no need for a model at all. What matters is this. The market has Da Nang Star sitting at 3rd in the market. The model has it ranked 1st for Race 6. That difference is where the value sits, and finding exactly that kind of gap is what this model exists to do. It was built specifically around place finishers, not winners, so when it puts a horse at the top, it is saying this horse matches the pattern of horses that have historically finished in the places. A different way of looking at the problem entirely. Da Nang Star for the place. Top 3 finish in a 15-runner field. That is the model's read on Race 6. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. On to pick 2, Bazaar, sitting at 2nd in the market. This is a different category of selection compared to pick 1, and the distinction is worth spelling out clearly. The model has Bazaar pegged as a likely top 4 finisher, but it does not extend that confidence to a top 3 finish specifically. That is the key difference. There is not enough in the data to support a standalone place selection on Bazaar, but there is enough to support its role in the same race multi as the top 4 leg. This might look like a small technical point, but in a 15-runner field, it carries real weight. Top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th simply does not. So Bazaar is not the model's idea of a place bet on its own. Its value sits in the multi. Reading the model's view on Bazaar plainly, it belongs in this race, fits the top 4 shape of this field, but getting into top 3 specifically is less certain. For the multi, top 4 is sufficient. Da Nang Star finishing top 3, Bazaar finishing top 4, that is what the model is backing for race 6. The same race multi for race 6. Da Nang Star as a top 3 finisher, Bazaar as a top 4 finisher. Check your wagering provider for availability on this market. Now, before you consider placing it, something worth being clear about, because it is easy to get this confused. These are 2 completely different bet types with completely different probability profiles. They are not interchangeable, and they are not equally likely to land. The place selection on Da Nang Star is the higher probability option. The model is more confident in that outcome. Lower return, yes, but a stronger chance of landing. That is where the model has the most confidence for race 6. The same race multi is the longer odds option. Both legs need to land, Da Nang Star in top 3, Bazaar in the top 4. Lower probability than the place alone. But the return if both land is meaningfully better. You do not have to consider both. The place selection on Da Nang Star is where the model has the strongest signal. The same race multi is there for those who want to explore the longer odds option. Whatever you decide, go in with a clear understanding of what each bet requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. Following along with the full card today, every race has its own video, all sitting in the playlist, uploaded before race 1 kicks off. Worth checking the other races to see which selections line up with your approach. Some punters like to combine several of the model's picks into a place multi. Your wagering provider will have the details on how that works. Always make your own informed call before placing anything. One more important point, check for scratchings before you bet on anything. They happen on race morning and can change a race completely. For race 6, the model's place selection is Da Nang Star. The rest of the card is sitting in the playlist if you want to keep going. If you have not subscribed yet, this runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, completely free. That wraps up race 6 at Bendigo. To recap, the model's place selection is Da Nang Star, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Da Nang Star in top 3 with Bazaar in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.